Boy, oh boy, oh boy, the biggest scandal in news media history. And I told y'all that the truth will shine in the light. They're going to expose it all. We're going to clean house. The truth will shine in the light. I told y'all. Here it is. Hope y'all are ready for these next 4 years. Buckle up. Buckle up.
USAID has gotten a lot of attention the last couple of days with some of these bizarre things that we've been, taxpayers have been funding. Now it looks like there are a couple media outlets that have been dragged into this conversation as far as USAID funding as well. Does the president have any comment on that?
So upon coming out here to the briefing room, I was made aware of the funding from USAID to media outlets, including Politico, who I know has a seat in this room. And I can confirm that the more than $8 million taxpayer dollars that have gone to essentially subsidizing subscriptions to Politico on the American taxpayers' dime will no longer be happening. The DOJ team is working on canceling those payments now. Again, this is a whole of government effort to ensure that we are going line by line when it comes to the federal government's books. And this president and his team are making decisions across the board on, do these receipts serve the interests of the American people? Is this a good use of the American taxpayers' money? If it is not, that funding will no longer be sent abroad, and American taxpayers will see significant savings because of that effort.
So, Politico has fallen. Goliath has fallen. This is huge and one of the biggest scandals in media history, if not the biggest. Politico, for the first time ever, did not pay any of their employees because they were largely funded by USAID, which President Trump, with I believe the help of maybe Elon Musk and a few others, cut off, which completely pinched the main artery of their funding and shut them down. This is prophecy fulfilling, and I'm going to show you how. I'm going to go back all the way back to 2020. December 28th, 2020. The airways, the towns, the tents of meetings shall be filled with my word, with an appeal to their creator, proclaiming the works of the Lord, proclaiming my power. And as this occurs, we're in the middle of that right now. There shall be a collapse of an entire media entity. As this occurs, what Babel has built shall be confused and fall, says the Lord of hosts this day, as these high places shall come down, as an event in your nation shall bring forth an even greater exodus for those to search out the truth through other media sources that shall and will glorify my name. A collapse of an entire media entity. That was December 28th, 2020. April 2nd, 2021. There shall be a fall down the stairs as Joe and Jill have attempted to trample on my hill. And there shall be a tumbling down, which is interesting because Mitch McConnell fell down the stairs today too. And a lot, capital, shall go with.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Exactly what we voted for. Oh boy, it gets better and better and better. I told y'all, we just keep winning. Shout out to them beautiful patriots around the world. We just keep winning. I hope y'all are having an amazing week. Happy Wednesday. That you are blessed, well, and healthy. I love my family on here, man. We just keep winning. We are on the ground running, man. And I told y'all the truth will shine in the light. I told y'all things are going to be exposed. People are going to be walked out. People are going to be fired. It has to happen. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The corruption, the truth is going to shine in the light. This corruption is going to be exposed, man. And more has been done in the last 15 days than the last 4 years. And that says something. That says that is huge what I just said, man. But I couldn't wait to get into this, y'all. This whole scandal. I couldn't wait to get into this, man. Every single day. Isn't it something every single day, y'all? Every single day, man. We on the ground running every single day. So thank y'all for all the love and support, man, that we've had, man. So much love and support, you know. But these Democrats, I'm telling y'all, man, what they're saying, these liberals and all, they need to be put your hands behind your back. They need to be, I'm telling you, man, live on air, walked out with their hands behind their back. Have y'all seen what these Democrats are saying? It's crazy, you know. But that's how you know we're winning. Yeah, that's how you know we're winning. I can't wait to get into this. Shout out to my boy Professor Nez, and a lot of y'all sent this to me. Y'all know he loves our channel. We love him, man. An amazing friend. But we gotta definitely check this out, man. It is ridiculous.
I have live breaking news for you, and I promise you, you're not going to get this anywhere else, especially the corporate woke network media. USAID, the same organization that you have these Democrats, aka hypocrites, as I like to call them, because they're all hypocrites, have been inciting literally violence.
Yep.
One representative saying, "Let's start a war."
They're it's ridiculous, and so many of y'all tagged me in that clip. Need to be walked out with their hands behind their back, and y'all, I said that in my last video. What we were seeing, I said, man, and they're up there screaming. And the other lady, she up there, eyelashes didn't fell out. I'm just makeup dripping all down, her eyelashes didn't fell out. I mean, just a disgrace. Up there screaming. Let's continue though. My bad, y'all. I don't mean to keep talking. My bad.
And shut down the city. I'm not even kidding. Have you seen this?
Applicants that we will not take this. We will fight back and goddamn it, shut down the city. We are at war.
And there's so many people in some of those. Like, they need to go in New Jersey and just clean house. Just clean house. Yeah, we got to walk that governor out. I mean, I'm just clean house.
Apologize. I'm so sorry. I know the audio was just too much to bear, but I just have a really quick question. Have the good guys ever been on the side of wanting more, bigger, more intrusive government? Sincere question. Let me know in the comments down below. So the biggest scandal ever, which has been discovered by our guy, Elon Musk, now the whole coordinated parroting talking points from all these ridiculous, lame, anti-American hypocrites is nobody elected Elon Musk.
Yeah, he's the president. He's going to turn, him and Trump are not on good terms. Trump and him and Trump are fighting. I mean, just all this fake news. Elon Musk, we seen Tampon Tim made that post yesterday. Elon Musk is a terrible president. You go to the store, sir, and get you some more pads. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to say that. They say, Rick, you shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said it. You know. In breaking news right now, our president just signed and there won't be men and women sports. We just keep winning. I keep telling y'all, we just keep winning. Timmy, go get you some new pads from the store.
When actually that's really not true.
And check on your girl. She's drunk. She's hungover, isn't she? Make sure you give her a call. What's that lady name is? Camila? Make sure you call her. Check up on her, sir. Because we know she's been mixing the clear in the dark. Drunk as hell.
President Trump has been rallying all over the country during the election cycle, saying that he was going to exactly do this very same thing, which was create a government efficiency program headed by Elon Musk.
This is what we voted for. This is what we voted for. I don't mean to keep it on. I'm gonna stop interrupting y'all, but we're getting exactly what we voted for, man. Yeah. Now we just need this peace. We need these prices to come on down. Just come on, shoot down. Yeah. We can get this presidency done in about 6 months. 6-8 months. I'll say a year. You say a year? No, I'll say 6-8 months. Trump ain't went to sleep yet. Prayers for Trump. Prayers for Trump, his cabinet. Yeah, that fella ain't been to sleep yet. Do y'all see what's going on? That man is here. Holding another interview right here. Talking to the press right here. Same with his administration. We've seen Caroline Levitt 20 times in a day, 30 times in a day. Prayers for Trump in the comment section, y'all. Fella ain't been to sleep yet.
To make the government more efficient so we can save money, so America can prosper. He's been saying this for months, if not longer. So you guys are all full of it. They're over there storming the Capitol, yelling, shouting, saying war, inciting violence. It's the worst of the swamp. And you have to ask yourself the serious question: why are you guys putting so much energy, so much of your time into defending something that has literally funded the most egregious things, wasting our taxpayer dollars time and time again in the hundreds of millions, if not billions? You have to ask yourself, why are they putting so much energy into that and so little energy, so little protestation into helping us? Into helping North Carolinians who are experiencing, still without a home, still without food, still without water, still without heat. How about Californians who suffered during the worst wildfire disaster in the history of the state, still can't even get access to their homes? And you're putting all your energy into this?
And they ought to walk that governor and mayor out. They should have resigned long time ago. They ought to be walked out with handcuffs. You know, all this incompetence.
Fair? Well, it gets even worse, my fellow Americans, my fellow global citizens in this nation, because today, thanks to Elon Musk, who deserves, I've been saying it many times, so many medals around his neck that he can't lift his head, Politico, known radical, extreme left-wing publication, for some reason, as soon as President Trump and Elon Musk defunded and stopped all federal payments to USAID, for some reason, they couldn't meet payroll. Then, after doing some digging, some research, we found this. So you're not going to believe this, but Politico, which actually is one of the, it's a terrible organization. It's a total radical left-wing organization, which has propagated the Hunter Biden laptop story. I'm going to show you a quick snippet of that as well. Was paid $8.2 million from 237 transactions. You can see that large decline in the graph, the line graph right there. As you can see, fiscal year 2025, it dropped almost 100%, practically 90%, to be a little more specific, because of what Elon and Trump did. Now, this is the real kind of crux of this. The real kind of crux of this is that what this money was spent on subscriptions, you know, that were actually funded by us taxpayer dollars. And then to get even more specific, check this out. Politico received $622,000 of our taxpayer dollars on top of the $8 million for, you can see down there, the award description, online news subscriptions. How many to be exact? For only 37 subscriptions, my fellow Americans. Politico, LLC. Can you believe it? They're getting our taxpayer dollars, and they didn't disclose this. They didn't disclose this to the FCC. They didn't disclose this to the American public. There was zero transparency. They were essentially state-funded media, all propagated, all funded in order to try to stop, defame, deride, derail our president, President Trump, which makes our victory on November 5th, the mandate by a landslide, all the more powerful and revolutionary. It's just insane. If I get into that, I'll be here forever, but you know where I'm going. It was leaked, this email, Politico sending out this email to their entire staff saying, "Dear team, Goli and I want to address this morning's payroll issue directly due to what we believe to be a technical error." Yeah, that technical error's name is Doge, Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Employees did not receive their paychecks as scheduled. Yada yada yada. We're working to figure out this all this BS. So, with all the other egregious spending, transgender comic books, DEI operas, or what? Or maybe I got those two reversed. I don't even know. There's just so many. You're also funding Politico, and you're funding the BBC. Why are American taxpayers funding the BBC? Oh yeah, you didn't know that? They're also funding, USAID is also funding the BBC. But wait, as if that's not enough. I mean, I'm almost like I'm speechless. I'm literally me, Professor Nez, this guy right here in front of you, who's never at a loss for words. I think this might be the very first time in my broadcast career that I'm ever at a loss of words, because this is absolutely insane, my fellow Americans. As if that wasn't enough, you're not going to believe what I found today. I have no idea even what this is. Check this out. So you guys probably know Reuters, which is another media outlet that is not favorable and not impartial, but definitely not favorable to President Trump. But more importantly, is not impartial and objective, as journalistic integrity is supposed to elucidate. They got funded by USAID $9.1 million. And right in the middle of your screen, what was the description of that funding? What was it for? Something that is so creepy, scary, something that belongs in a science fiction museum, something that should make every single American's skin crawl. Active social engineering defense, LARG, which I have no idea what that is, E-scale social deception. It's a definitive contract. Our hard-earned taxpayer dollars, over $9 million, and that's just what's reported. God knows how much more it could be. It's probably a lot more. This is just what I could find.
Shut it down.
$9 million of our taxpayer dollars, while Americans can barely afford rent, barely afford the cost of living, barely take their kids to school, put the heat on, make sure that they have clothes, make sure that they can brush their teeth, they're clean, they can actually function in a society. We're all struggling. All Americans are struggling under this dark Biden, Kamala Harris regime. You guys are spending our taxpayer dollars just a little bit, not even all of it. There's so many more egregious spending. You're spending our taxpayer dollars on active social engineering? I mean, are you absolutely kidding me? I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. After doing a little more digging, I found out that this was a leaked contract which reveals that the Department of Homeland Security backed program, this was instituted, this whole social engineering through Thomas Reuter's special services, was all initiated to manipulate public perception. This is a newly uncovered federal contract, shows that Thomas Reuters was awarded over $9 million for a secretive program labeled Active Social Engineering Defense Large-Scale Social Deception. The contract was issued by the Department of Homeland Security, and this is what we know. This revelation follows previous concerns about Thomas Reuters' deep ties to intelligence and law enforcement agencies. TRSS, a subsidiary of the global news and data company, specializes in high-level analytics and surveillance tools often used by government agencies for counterterrorism and national security purposes. These public records show that TRSS has been involved in contracts with the Biden-Harris government for years. Mayorkas, remember him, the former secretary? Thank God he's gone. Providing intelligence solutions, predictive analytics, and data monitoring systems. But this new contract, explicitly mentioning large-scale social deception, is like, I mean, the hairs on my arm are rising right now. This is a harrowing, scary shift toward potential disinformation and psychological psyops operations aimed at the public. My fellow Americans, this gives me zero pleasure to share this with you, but it is so abundantly clear that everything they keep claiming and fighting for, how dare you, Maxine Waters? How dare you, Pencil Dick Schiff? How dare you, Ratty Raskin and Ghetto Crockett and the whole lot of you? This is
eyelashes didn't fell out. I mean, that's a disgrace. And the other lady, her wig is all turned to the other side. I don't know. I'm look. They say Rick don't say that, but I'm just saying, because they get up there, then they ought to just be walked out with their hands behind their back. You know, for real, especially pencil neck. And that ghetto one, she get up there screaming and hollering, the white supremacist, the white man, the white. Yesterday she said white tears. I don't know, y'all. You know, I'm sick of, race baiter. I mean, just the race card. All you hear is the race card. I mean, just a full blown racist. You know, Trump deranged syndrome, stage 6. I mean, they need to be walked out, man.
What you're fighting for while Americans suffer? You're fighting for more surveillance. You're fighting for more government waste. You're fighting for bigger government while we're suffering, while we executed the mandate on November 5th. How dare you? Tap the thumbs up right now. Do it right now. It takes 2 seconds and it's free.
2 seconds. Y'all hit that like button.
Share this with everybody.
And thank y'all for sharing this for me, man. Thank y'all for sharing this, man. But again, I was already doing research and looking at everything as soon as y'all was spamming me up. But man,
quote unquote active social engineering defense component. This suggests efforts to counteract social engineering threats. The quote unquote large scale deception wording indicates an initiative that may involve coordinated narrative control, online influence campaigns, and mass persuasion tactics. My fellow Americans, my fellow global citizens, Nez Nation, why does this matter? Thomson Reuters is known as a major global media and information provider, and it is now confirmed to be engaged in government-funded programs, just like Politico, and they're involved at mass deception at a global scale. Remember this? Politico reported back in the day, 4 years ago, Hunter Biden's story is Russian.
Through the lab, y'all know what I say, through the laptop out in the middle of the street.
Info, dozens of former Intel officials say. And who is their mouthpiece? Check this out. There she is, Jen Psaki, former White House press secretary for Joe Biden, now a complete fraud on MSNBC. Yeah, that's their mouthpiece. What have I been saying for years? The entire media apparatus, the woke propagandist media, which has been anti-Trump, anti-American, spreading disinformation willingly and knowingly for God knows how long.
Fake news.
It is all over now. Thank God you, me, the American people have finally said enough is enough. We're not going to take your garbage. We're not going to take your lies. This should be the biggest story in the history of the world. And I dare you to find one mention of this on any of the networks. I dare you to find me one segment on ABC, CNN, NBC, CBS, all the woke platforms, MSNBC. I dare you to find me one mention of this. Let me know in the comments if you find any. I think this really says it best by Caroline Leavitt, who is another Grand Slam home run pick by Trump.
Told y'all, man, we've been seeing her 30, 40 times a day, man. Again, prayers for the Trump administration, Trump cabinet, man. You know, they're doing such an amazing job. You know, and all the fake news. They're doing this, they're not. I mean, they need to walk these Democrats out, man. Live on air, breaking news. Just walk them out with their hands behind their back. Walk these liberals out, man. Make an example. I'll just say, make an example out of people. People got to be made an example out of, you know.
Check this out.
I was made aware of the funding from USAID to media outlets, including Politico, who I know has a seat.
And I showed y'all in this beginning of the video.
In this room, and I can confirm that the more than 8 million taxpayer dollars that have gone to essentially subsidizing subscriptions to Politico on the American taxpayers' dime will no longer be happening. The Doge team is working on canceling those payments now. Again, this is a whole of government effort to ensure that we are going line by line when it comes to the federal government's books. And this president and his team are making decisions across the board on, do these receipts serve the interests of the American people? Is this a good use of the American taxpayers' money? If it is not, that funding will no longer be sent abroad, and American taxpayers will see significant savings because of that effort.
And then this was just a mic drop.
But it start crying. But it start crying, y'all. Start crying. It's just so refreshing, you know? No more binder, just no more lies. Just the brutal, honest truth. It's so refreshing.
Moment for all you hypocritical, vile, anti-American, lame duck, useless, worthless hypocrites. Caroline, leave it. Take it away.
If you heard that type of violent, enticing rhetoric from our side of the aisle, from Republican leaders on Capitol Hill, I think there would be a lot more outrage in this room today. It's unacceptable, the comments that have been made by these Democrat leaders, and frankly, they don't even know what they're talking about. Because President Trump was elected with a mandate from the American people to make this government more efficient. He campaigned across this country with Elon Musk, vowing that Elon was going to head up the Department of Government Efficiency, and the two of them, with a great team around them, were going to look at the receipts of this federal government and ensure it's accountable to American taxpayers. That's all that is happening here, and for Democrat officials to incite violence and encourage Americans to take to the streets is incredibly alarming, and they should be held accountable for that rhetoric.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. That's what we voted for, man. And we just keep winning, y'all. Huge shout out to my boy Professor Nez, man. Make sure y'all go show him some love. Tell him Rick sent you. And I love how y'all be tagging us together, man. He's an amazing guy, amazing friend, man. Amazing videos. And thank y'all for all the love and support. We're doing such an amazing job, man. You know, we are the media, you guys. You know, things are changing. And as you can see, a lot of the people can't accept change. They can't accept the truth. And they ought to be walked out with their hands behind their back. The truth is going to shine in the light. People got to get, things got to get exposed. The corruption has to come to an end. Common sense is here. Common sense. You know? And we ought to just shut the whole thing down and send everybody back a refund. Just saying. I know, like, Rick, why you keep saying it? I'm just saying, though. They have to shut the whole thing down and send everybody back a refund. You know? But some of the things that have been implemented should have never taken place. Even from years ago. Should have never happened. You know, I know it's here to control we the people and keep everybody somewhat, you know, so we don't ever feel like we have superpowers. You know, that's what they say, you know. So we won't reach a certain power. They have to keep everybody, you know. You know, I'm just saying, please, Trump, let's do it. We can do it before April 15th. We can do it before April 15th, sir. We can do it. The External Revenue Service, we just shut people just go in there and fire everybody. Wipe it clean. We've been firing people for the last couple of weeks. Let's go in there over here. Let's fire them. Come on, let's do it. We can knock it out before April 15th, y'all. Send everybody back a refund. I'm for the people, man. I know some of y'all be like, Rick crazy as hell, but I'm just for the people, man. I ain't lying to you, man. You know, we got to get these prices down. Everything got to just shoot on down. And we got to be able to walk outside again and hear the birds. Because, you know, I'll tell you, these last couple of years, the sky ain't been blue. They got this fog in the air. I'm telling y'all, people be saying conspiracy theory, but look, the fog, I rode through that fog, and I was sick the other day. The next day I was sick. So I'm in the air. Just saying now. I don't know what it is. But I know Some going on we don't know. And them conspiracy theories, we've been winning. We up 1,000. I'm telling you, we up thousands of points. We just keep winning. You know, we want the truth, man. Nothing but the truth, man. And the truth will shine in the light. Hope y'all ready for these next 4 years. And I'm glad we got down to this scandal. So absolutely a disgrace, man. You know, and I love this administration. Our press secretary is literally pulling out the receipts and destroying and letting everybody know what's going on. She pulled out the paper and letting everybody know what's going on. There's no more lies, just the brutal, honest truth. And everything he campaigned on is happening right now. So let's keep this thing rocking. Prayers for Trump. The fella ain't been to sleep. And I will catch you, beautiful patriots, in the next one. Peace and love, family.